Donald Trump is appearing in court today. And on the eve of this appearance, he attacked both the judge and the prosecutor. This guy simply cannot stop. Here is a report from the Associated Press. Trump denounces fraud case as a, quote, scam as he arrives for New York trial over his business practices. That's today. Trump denounced the civil fraud case over business practices as a politically motivated scam as he arrived defiantly for a trial in the lawsuit, which could cost him control of Trump Tower. It's a scam. It's a sham, Trump said. What we have here is an attempt to hurt me in an election. This, by the way, is the civil trial in which Trump is heading in the direction of losing his license to operate a business in the state of New York. If you are showing up in court, maybe you want to be on your best behavior, but not Trump. Last night on his social media platform, Truth Social, which is failing quickly,
Truth Central,
Donald Trump posted, quote, "I'm going to court tomorrow morning to fight for my name and reputation against a corrupt and racist Attorney General Letitia James, who campaigned on getting Trump, and a Trump-hating judge who is unfair, unhinged, and vicious in his pursuit of me. He values Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach, Florida at $18 million when it is worth 50 to 100 times that amount. His valuations are fraudulent in pursuit of election interference, and worse, this whole case is a sham. See you in court Monday morning." Trump then continuing to attack the judge, quote, "The judge, Arthur Engoron, refuses to accept our big win in the Court of Appeals, nullifying much of the case that the racist Attorney General of New York, Letitia James, has charged us with. Nobody can believe it." And Trump continuing, quote, "Judge Engoron's valuation of Mar-a-Lago, the most spectacular property in Palm Beach, Florida, is fraudulent. He states a value of $18 million, knowing full well it is worth perhaps 50 to 100 times that amount. Engoron is working diligently to misrepresent me and my net worth, which is substantially more than is shown on my fully disclaimed financial statements." It's so funny. He's like, on the financial statements that I put a disclaimer on saying all these numbers might be wrong, I say it's worth much more there. Trump continuing, "I have not even included my most valuable asset, brand. He should resign from the bench and be sanctioned by the courts for his abuse of power and his intentional and criminal interference in the presidential election of 2024, of which I am leading all candidates, both Republicans and Democrat, by significant margins. Likewise, Letitia James should resign for purposeful and criminal election interference. She's fully aware that Mar-a-Lago and other assets are worth much more than she's claiming. Both of these Democrat operatives are a disgrace to New York and to the United States of America." You know, I have to admit, I have never been on the receiving end of multiple criminal trials, 91 felony counts, and also civil trials endangering my livelihood and my business and my legal right to operate a business. So I can't say what I would do if I ended up in such a position. I can't say. However, it doesn't strike me as the obviously best strategy to attack both the prosecutor as well as the judge. Now, maybe Trump thinks that the idea of cooperating with them in some way is so far gone, so alien to anything he would or could be able to do, that he thinks it's a lost cause and he might as well go and attack them. Maybe that's what's going on. I don't really know. But this seems like very much the wrong approach. Now, we are going to see very quickly, do any of the arguments that Donald Trump makes in public stand up in court? I know I've been saying this with regard to Trump's criminal trials. Oh, this entire documents case, Trump has claimed, doesn't even relate to criminal law. It's governed by the Presidential Records Act. That is an argument that legal experts have said is invalid as a legal argument. You make that in court, it's similar to showing up in court. Hey, you're charged with DUI. I don't even recognize the jurisdiction of the police to evaluate DUI. I just don't even recognize it. This should be handled by something else, by some other venue. And of course, the court would say, okay, that's not a valid defense. You're not mounting a defense, so you're guilty, and here's the punishment. This would not work. Similarly, we are wondering whether the arguments Donald Trump is planning to make or did make in court today have any legal validity. We already know that Letitia James has asked that Trump's lawyers be fined because of the frivolous nature of the arguments that they attempted to make in court. The funniest part of all of this would be, in addition to Trump losing these cases, that his lawyers are sanctioned for making such stupid arguments. Because remember, being Trump's lawyer is not usually a productive or fruitful endeavor. You often don't get paid, and sometimes you get fined or sanctioned. Trump asks you to lie. It goes really poorly. Sometimes when you're Trump's lawyer, you end up having to get a lawyer for yourself. We will find out by tomorrow how today's day in court went. I am anxiously awaiting news of it. If you've been thinking about getting a new mattress, Helix Sleep is where I would start. I've been sleeping on Helix mattresses for years now. I recommend Helix to everyone, which is why I wanted them as a sponsor. If you don't want to take my word for it, Helix has been awarded #1 mattress by both GQ and Wired magazine. And one of the things that makes Helix unique is their sleep quiz. I didn't really know what kind of mattress would be best for me, but you do this short sleep quiz. You answer questions about your body type and your preferences, what position you like to sleep in, and Helix will match you with the perfect mattress for you, so you know you're actually getting something tailored to your needs instead of going in blind like most people do. I got my Helix mattress designed to stay cool at night since I hate getting hot while I sleep. Shipping is always free. You get 100 nights to decide whether you like it. My audience gets a huge 20% discount off of all orders, plus 2 free pillows. Go to helixsleep.com/Pacman and enter code HelixPartner20 at checkout. The link is down below.